Alright, welcome back to Danksco Traders App. We are now here for the BTC analysis. So without any further ado, we are going to check in. Of course, as usual, we're going to check and look at BTC, what is happening in the world of BTC, how we can make money with BTC, and of course how we can get some insights. Several things we're going to look at. We're going to look at the current key levels that we can use, that we can follow up, and of course we are going to also look at we're going to see key support levels and zones that we can take advantage of. We're going to look at some short-term trades or long-term trades, even setups, all those setups for long-term and short-term trades. We're going to look at them, and of course, lastly, if we have any real-time trade that we can take, any on-time signal we can take, of course, as usual, you know how we do this. We will be also taking it. So let's get into it and check this market. All right, so BTC. So last time we saw it, I think it was on Friday last week. That's the last time we analyzed it. But of course, as you remember, if I can bring it to the daily time frame, we had this move. This was a channel, and we knew that we will test in this level, which is a fair value gap according to H4. A daily time frame, and then continue with buys, and that's what happened. We saw that there, the buys, but it never hit TP. So we still know that we are still in an uptrend. In as far as daily time frame is concerned, we haven't gotten any change of character. To actually continue with us to get into sales, or we haven't seen a reversal. Yes, this was a reversal here, right there, but then we see price broke that level again, and that's now we cannot say now we are in a downtrend. We are not in a downtrend. We are not yet in the downtrend. So in as far as this asset is concerned, we want to look at what we have currently. So if I go to weekly, let's start from weekly, we see that there's rejection, price rejection where we are currently. According to the weekly time frame right there, we have price rejection right there, both on both sides, the buy side and the sell side. We have rejection, price rejection. That is going to cause us to anticipate. This is going to cause us to anticipate some consolidation, but we know that we are in an uptrend, and we clearly see that this sort of flag price broke out of it, and this was a retest. Now we should be continuing. This was a retest right here, this was a retest right there, and now we should be continuing with buys. So if I go to daily, yeah, okay, get back to H4. All right, okay, so if I go to daily, H4, we look at that as a retest here after breaking out here. This was a retest, and now we should be getting into buys, and you can see price is failing to break. It is failing to break this current support right here to get back in to continue with sales, meaning we are looking for buys. So even right about now, you see we have a change of character right on that level, and that is a good thing. Then we know we can anticipate a retest between here, and then we get into buys once again. All right, so if that's the case, let's head over to H1. If we go to H1, that is what we see. That's what we see. So if we see that, then we know the price is gonna come around that level. It's going to come around this level. It's going to come around this level. So price, we need to come at least within here and get us all the way into the buy trend. So for now, I believe we wait. So this is a short, that is a short-term trade. That is a short-term trade. That is a short-term trade that we can take advantage of, and we can actually take, let's look at more of it right here. Anything working out this. All right, so that was wow, this is a tricky one. I want to tell you this. Yes, of course, H1 shows us we need to buy, H4 says we need to sell according to CCI, but that means M15 also needs to sell. Now that's the reason why I had to get surprised with what I saw here. This is a pennant right there. Now it has given us a fake breakout right there. This was a fake breakout to reach there. Now this move that I thought I'm about to see, we are likely not to see it. In fact, let me delete it. Yes, of course, one can say this can be a symmetrical triangle, of course, which means price can still continue from here and get us into buys right there. But most of the times, if this is like this and the previous trend is like that, you are about to see the continuation of this market, of this price of this trend with the sales. So right about now, I wouldn't do anything. I would wait for a clear confirmation. But from what I've seen, market is going to continue with sales. It's gonna sell this asset, BTC. We are going to see sales. And now I can go to M15 and wait for actually a clean setup for the sales to begin, because once they begin, it's gonna come all the way to that daily daily fair value gap, grab liquidity at 50%, grab liquidity at 50%, and then go all the way into the buys again. So this we have to wait. For this we must be patient and wait, because it's what I'm seeing coming next. So for now, let's get ready for the sells. Let's get ready for the sells. So if I can go to M5, let's see where is the conference area. So we have the fair value gap there, so we need price to get there, and then we come in with sells. We come in with sells. It may even reach the order block above, so we just have it around that level and then wait for sells. I'm gonna put my order block right there. I'm gonna put my order block, my limit order, I'm gonna put my limit order right here and just wait for it to be activated and get into sells. Then get into sells. All right, I think that's it on BTC. I believe those who will come around to check out this analysis, and those that are currently watching, you are going to use this analysis to be able to look at how to make entries on this asset. Yeah, today is a Friday, so we may expect some news. I'm not a follower of news. I thought I could, but I failed to get time for them. So apologies guys if I promised what I couldn't deliver, but what I know most is to analyze, and that's what I do best, to analyze, whether with news or without news. But you know me, I don't deal with news, so I deal with the current data that I see to analyze and get to know where the sentiment of the market is currently. So the overall sentiment right here that we are looking at is bearish. We're going to go for bearish, and the setup for the short and long-term buys and sells is this. We're going to be looking for the sells. So like I've said, pull back there, probably in that fair value gap on M5, and then we get in with our sells to take us all the way to the daily order block, all the way to the daily fair value gap, not order block. This is a fair value gap on the daily time frame. All right, I think I've said enough. This is BTC. I don't normally talk a lot. All I can do now is try to clear up the chart. Yes, let's try to clear up the chart right here, and then we wait. In fact, those who have some big accounts, you can make your entry now. If you have a big account on BTC, you can make your sell entry now, because this was a fake breakout to grab liquidity there on that fair value gap. Yeah, if I bring that here, you'll be able to see that was a fair value gap on H4, and it has already grabbed that liquidity. So we are coming in with sells. We are coming in with sells anytime from now. So those who have big accounts, or you can enter with the smallest lot size here, and then have another limit order waiting right there, and then be ready to sell this asset. Yeah, we are going to sell this. I love analyzing. It gives me, I don't know, I just love analyzing. So something like this, when I see it, I feel like entering. Yeah, but of course, even waiting and being patient for something like that, like a pullback like this, will be a good thing to also see around. So for now, let me be a bit patient. Yeah, let me be a bit patient for that kind of a pullback. Then I will make my sell entries and I'm going to try to hold this time for a swing. Yeah, I'm going to try to hold this time for a swing, probably for about let's say 1 or 2 days, and see if actually price will reach. Remember my target. As long as it reaches my target, I'm looking at that as this sell coming all the way to that level. So this is going to be my target right about here where my arrow is. That's going to be my target, and of course it can even come all the way to this middle of the fair value gap, and that will be the clear target for us. But for me, I will go for this where the arrow that I've used to analyze where it is, and that's what I'll be taking home. So let's leave it at M15 and wait for that kind of a pullback and be ready to make our sell entries. This is when I now share with us some ads. Remember that we have our VIP signal platform still ongoing. If you want to join it, you can use the number there on your screen and be part of the VIP signals. I normally share signals from synthetic indices like Crash 500. We are already in buys right there. Boom 1000, we are in buys. We actually made an entry while we were in the morning analysis for these synthetic indices. And then of course we have the likes of Boom 500. It's almost giving us an entry. We wait for the confirmation right there. And then we have assets like V25S, V75. Wow, V75 has actually come through. All right. Okay, V75 is going in with sales, and jump 50. Yeah, not yet. Jump 25. Yeah, it has given us a breakout right about there, so we will also look into it later. Then jump 10. Jump 10 has actually retested and gone back for a full swing buy. Wow, this was supposed to be our other entry when it tested that order block. Wow, it's going for that. It's going for that buy, and our target is right there. We analyzed this early morning. It's at around 10:30. We analyzed these assets. So if you want to join, of course, you can, if you have never subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to join the signals platform, we only do $15. Subscription is $15 per month to join the platform. It's a WhatsApp platform. I don't deal with Telegram, so you can use that. Then what else? The mentorship program. Yeah, the mentorship program is also available if you want to learn how to trade and how to analyze like me. That's the program there. You can either pay $110 and join the general class, or pay $300 for the VIP class, where you be with only me. No other person joins the class. So it's a one-on-one for the VIP, and you pay $300, and you decide on the days you want to study. Apart from Sunday, the rest of the days are open for you to pick, and then of course even the time you want to study. So that's it with the VIP if you want to join one. Otherwise, oh yes, we also analyzed, actually this time we also analyzed gold. Yeah, we have now started to analyze gold, and that move happened, and we of course analyzed it to go back up there, and now it is trying to react from this level. So it's gonna be doing that up and forth, going up and down until it gets enough momentum to actually get sells. The overall sentiment of gold, we need sells. So sales must come in to push us all the way here, and then we can think of a pullback probably on H4 to look for some liquidity that was left back before we continue with sales on the daily time frame. So you need to understand that the overall sentiment of gold, we are looking at sales. All right, I think that's it for today. I want to wish you guys a good time, happy weekend, happy trading. Please remember to use proper risk management. And of course, if you have any questions, any queries, you have the number there. My WhatsApp number is on your screen. You can use it, but also you can send your comments in the comment section here, or you can use a link in the description where it says WhatsApp, and you can just click on it and it will directly take you to my WhatsApp inbox, and I'll be able to help you with whatever you need as far as trading is concerned. Let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading, happy weekend. Bye-bye.